10 games of hoops on a Tuesday night. The Cavaliers prove that they still have gas left in the tank despite Donovan Mitchell being out. The Knicks get their 5th win in 6 games. And Anthony Edwards, he's just showing off now. My name is Levi Jacob, and you are watching the Daily Basketball Recap in 15 minutes or less. Game of the night. Cavs Pistons. Cav beat the Pistons 113-109. Jalen Tyson scored 22 points along with James Harden's 18 points and 7 assists to bring this Cavs over the Pistons team. James Harden actually went down at a certain point, grabbing his ankle, got back up. He's just an Iron Man. He's incredible. He was right now playing with his injured right hand, as was noted by Shams earlier. He's playing through that injury. As I mentioned earlier, Jalen Tyson's excellent shooting, 22, 3 and 4, 8 of 15 shooting, 5 of 12 from three-point range. Evan Mobley with 18, still no 8 rebounds. I haven't seen that stat line in a long time. So Evan Mobley, I need you to really kick it into gear. Jarrett Allen in this game only had 8 and 3, but he went out early with a back injury. Sam Merrill with 9 points. Didn't do the best with three-point shooting. And Dennis Schroeder with 15, 5 and 5. The reason why I read off so many people within that box score is you wouldn't necessarily think that they won this game looking at that box score, yet they did. Jalen Duren had 24 and 14. Tobias Harris had 19. Asar Thompson, great game for him. 7-11 shooting, 31 minutes, but he was 16, 6, 6, 4 steals and a block. Awesome. Cade Cunningham, 10 points on 4 of 16 shooting, 6 rebounds, 14 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block, 5 turnovers, though. It's very interesting with Cade Cunningham because you actually see sometimes that he's kind of, when he looks off on offense, he hasn't found his groove. I think that's a thing that you see with a lot of younger players, like that I've seen personally. I think that as time goes on, they find out how to make that groove for themselves as opposed to finding it naturally within a game. And it's, especially for somebody who's so heliocentric like Cade Cunningham, it'll be really interesting to watch over the course of his career get better at that because I really believe that he will. Duncan Robinson, 8 points. Javonte Green had 13 off the bench. This was the best game of the night by far. It was really close down the stretch, but ultimately just not enough. The Pistons actually scored more in the fourth quarter than the Cavs did, but it just wasn't enough to, gap that deficit. Okay, next game, the Wizards played the Magic. Paolo Banchero had 37 points on 15 of 21 shooting. Amazing. Desmond Bane had 25. Overall, I'm not going to go through all of these games so in depth just because not all of them deserve that. Will Riley had 19 points on 8 of 13 shooting. Very nice for him after a comeback game after the last one. I think he had 9 points last night. Aside from that, Jaden Hardy off the bench had 18. Sharif Cooper had 16. But this Wizards team they're playing a bunch of guys I haven't heard of before. Non-drafted guys, a bunch of two-way playing guys. It's so bizarre what this season is for them. I'm very excited to see Thursday night what these games look like, what this team looks like, and hopefully Anthony Davis will be back at the same time. No news on that yet, but I'm hoping. D'Angelo Russell, by the way, also is on this team. I don't know if anybody knew that because I didn't remember that, but he is. He just hasn't played yet. The Miami Heat beat the Brooklyn Nets 124-98. Bam Adebayo had 23, 9, and 4 with 6 steals and a block, 11 of 24 shooting for him. Tyler Hero chipped in as in the starting lineup, 22 points. Jaime Jaquez Jr. off the bench had 25, 4, and 2 blocks, 6 of 13 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Clowney has come back around on his shooting, 4 of 8 shooting, 27 minutes with 17 points, 7 rebounds, 8 of 9 from the line. Very nice for him. Nolan Traore gets a little bit of credit, not in this game, but in general, he's been really nice for this Nets team, especially with most of the time Yegor Joman being out. Michael Porter Jr. had 9 points, 3 of 17 shooting. That's not his best game for sure. I think Danny Wolf has been a very, very interesting piece to all of this, and I really think that if he's able to produce like this on a regular basis with the 11, 5, and 5 on 5 of 10 shooting, 1 of 3 from 3, I think he could help, honestly, a lot of teams in the NBA. I like what the Nets are doing. I'll admit it. It doesn't make much sense to me. It doesn't make much sense when they drafted all these guys, but I like what they're doing. I'm going to be honest about it. New York Knicks beat the Toronto Raptors at 111, 5th win in 6 games. Jalen Brunson had 26 and 10. Incredibly aggressive defensive game from both teams. The Knicks in the early goings of this looked like they just could not hang with the Raptors. They turned it around. 10 of 22 shooting for Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns had 21, 12, and 6 with a steal and a block. Very nice for him. 10 of 17 shooting. OG had 15. Josh Hart had 12, 7, 7, and 3 with 2 blocks. Mikal Bridges had 11 points and 4 of 7 shooting. Very nice team effort by the end again. Through the first quarter and a half, the Knicks did not look as engaged. Jalen Brunson, his shots were just not hitting. They started to hit by the end of this game for sure. Brandon Ingram looked unstoppable out there. He was being guarded by OG through long stretches of this game. It was so much, and like double coverage, honestly. So much fun to watch. He really looked like he was unconscious out there. He was playing an incredible mid-range game. This is why you have Brandon Ingram on your team. When you do, he can just score 31 points for him, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 11 of 20 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 6 of 7 from the line. RJ Barrett was the second highest scorer with 20 points. Scotty Barnes, 14, 4, 1, 3, and 1 block, 5, 9 shooting, 35 minutes. I wonder if his I think it was his thigh is still kind of chipping in terms of what's hurting him. Second half of the game, Emmanuel quickly really chipping in with 13, 3, and 12 with 2 steals on this game, 4 of 14 shooting. Jakob Poeltl, back to the starting minutes, 9, 7 with 1 block, 4 of 6 shooting, 30 minutes as well. Almost no bench scoring at all. Next, the important part about this game was Anthony Edwards was just in control the whole game. He was in control of the whole entire game. I like Jalen Wells. He had 19 points. Ty Jerome had a problem on the defense. Gigi Jackson, 12 and 11. I like what he's doing out there also for this team. Cedric Coward had 15 points. Ryan Rupert had 13 and 6. They just signed him to a 2-way contract. Walter Clayton Jr. put up another 9 assists. Very nice. Overall, very nice. A lot of minutes spread through the whole entire roster. They don't get as much flack as the Wizards do. I think it's just their team is more cohesive. Like there's more of a singular thought. Maybe it's a coaching thing. But Anthony Edwards was solely in control of this game throughout the whole entire thing. 37 minutes for him, 41 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals, and 1 block, 15 of 29 shooting, 7 of 13 from the 3-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He was even going to sit out this game. I'm really glad that he didn't. Julius Randle, 23, 11, and 4 assists, 7 of 15 shooting. Man, Jaden McDaniels, 16 points and 7 rebounds. I'm not going to go so far into it because it's against the Wolves, but I like when the Timberwolves are able to be a reliable, clear-cut team, and that's what they did in this game. They just gave effort regardless of what was happening. They came out 7-point favorites, but still, I commend them. I commend them for coming through and delivering. Next, the Thunder beat the Bulls 116-108. Jared McCain has been incredible. 20 points for this Thunder team. SJ was out this game with injury management. Isaiah Joe had 19 points again, 2 of 10 from 3, but still he was able to get to it in other ways. Aaron Wiggins with 18 and 7. Kason Wallace had 17 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals, 6 of 13 shooting, 29 minutes for him. Chet Holmgren was also out there, 12, 11, and 2 assists, 2 blocks. Lou Dort is looking not so great on the basketball court in the majority of games that I've seen him in this season. It could be that when they get to the playoffs, it'll kick in. He'll give it more effort, all that stuff. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. As I said, Jared McCain had 20 points, 8 of 15 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3. And Jalen Williams, big center Jalen Williams, had 17, 16, 6 assists, and 1 steal, 6 of 11 shooting, 3 of 7 from the 3-point line. Incredible. Their bench is a starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? The Bulls. Colin Sexton has been scoring. This is the second game in a row he's scored over 20 points. This game was 20 points. So it was 20 plus points, I guess is how they usually say it stats-wise. Gershon Yabusele had a great game, 18, 12, and 2 with a steal and a block. 7 of 14 shooting, 4 of 10 from 3-point range for him. Trey Jones, 15, 2, and 2. Josh Giddey, 14, 9, and 9. Matas Buzelis, 11, 5, and 3. I'm telling you, this is a thing that I look out for, and it's a thing that maybe you could start looking out for now as well. Josh Giddey and Matas Buzelis don't play well together. I don't know what the reason for that is, but they don't. Whenever both of them are in the game, usually it's Josh Giddey plays better is the truth, but Matas Buzelis, even defensively, looks less motivated, maybe because other people on the floor are not being as defensive-minded. I don't know, but it's very bizarre to me. The Spurs destroy the 76ers. Dylan Harper scored 22 points. It wasn't even close. There's no Embiid in this game. No Embiid for the Sixers, but still totally just appalling. Devin Vassell, 22 points. Stephon Castle, 15, 4, and 10. De'Aaron Fox, 11 and 7. Victor Wembanyama, 10, 8, and 4 with 3 steals and 6 blocks in 24 minutes. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous stat line, Wemby. Just like, what? Who does that? Dylan Harper, as I said, 22 points, 8 of 11 shooting. Julian Champagnie chipped in. Keldon Johnson chipped in. Carter Bryant chipped in. Lots of people played in this game. Lots and lots of people played in this game. And it was really just the Spurs putting their foot on the throat of the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey had 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 of 19 shooting. BJ Edgecombe was playing well defensively in this game and then fell and hurt his back and was out after 20 minutes. Quentin Grimes, 22 minutes, but also did not play well. The Spurs just dominated them. Like they really, it was like a little bit scary actually. They were so aggressive defensively, but really like tore into them. Jabari Walker had 20 and 7. He was the second highest scorer on the team, and otherwise only Cam Payne had 10 points. Nobody else scored in double digits. The Lakers had 110 versus Pelicans 101. Luka Doncic had 27 points. Zion Williamson as the highest scorer for the Pelicans, 24-4. Trey Murphy had 21, 8, and 4 with 2 steals, had a really nice breakaway dunk. Sadiq Bey, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, 7 of 18 shooting for him. DeJounte Murray is in the starting lineup, 15, 8, and 8 with 1 steal and 1 block, and Herb Jones is that 5th starter with 2, 6, 5, and 4 steals, 1 of 7 shooting though. His shooting has not come back around this season. He's been really inconsistent as far as the shooting is what I should really say. Derek Queen, 19 minutes. Jeremiah Fears, 19 minutes. James Borrego, I need you to play them more. I want to see the rookies. Especially if you're not going to win games. I want to see the rookies. But as I said before, Luka, 27, 10, and 7 with 1 block, 10 of 22 shooting. LeBron James had 21, 7, and 7. Also had there was some really impressive LeBron James plays in this game. Austin Reeves, 15, 8, 3, and 2 with 2 blocks, 4 of 15 shooting. Supposedly he's going to get some more minutes with LeBron on the court. That's what JJ Redick said after the game. DeAndre Ayton, 13 and 8 with 2 blocks. Marcus Smart, 10, 3, and 7 in the starting lineup with 4 steals and 3 blocks for him in 30 minutes. That's a very nice stat line for Marcus Smart. I did not expect Marcus Smart at the beginning of the season to be as effective on defense as he has been for this Lakers team and playing killer perimeter defense. It's not a what do the kids call it nowadays? It's not a performative defense. He's playing real defense. He's really digging in and actually playing defense. I'm very impressed with him, despite the fact that the rest of the team doesn't play defense. Very nice win for the Lakers. They should win this game against Pelicans, and they did. Last game of the night, the Suns beat the Kings 114-103. Jalen Green, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, and 1 block. 7 of 16 shooting. Colin Gillespie had 17 and 5 with 9 assists to go. Devin Booker made his return, 17, 4, and 6. There's still no Brooks. Dylan Brooks is out still, I think, for 3 weeks or 2 weeks. In addition to what's going on right now, Grayson Allen came off the bench with 18, 3, 6, and 3 steals, 6 of 15 shooting, 4 of 12 from 3-point line. Oso Ighodaro, 14 and 14 with 3 assists and 1 block. It's a very nice game from him. On the other side of the ball, Maxime right now, 22 and 10 with 4 assists and 2 steals, 3 turnovers, 10 of 12 shooting. Man, this kid is good. He's actually really good as this starting center. He's a little bit light on defense, meaning he's easy to move around a little bit, but he still rebounds. He's still aggressive. I like the aggressive intensity. I think that if he can bulk up a little bit and just become a little bit more natural to the game of basketball as time goes on, because again, he's a rookie, I think he'll just be fine in the league. I really think that he'll be an NBA player for some time. Precious Achiuwa, 18 and 9 with an assist, a steal, and a block, 8 of 14 shooting. He's been putting up really good numbers for them since everybody else has been out. DeMar DeRozan with 17 points. Russell Westbrook, it's a lot of fun to watch the chemistry between Russell Westbrook and Maxime right now. Honestly, I have a lot of fun with it. 16, 2, and 7 with 4 steals and a block. 6 of 14 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3-point range. 3-point shooting Russell Westbrook is the dream. If you asked 10 years ago, so that's an 18-year-old Levy, if I would like to see Russell Westbrook shooting threes, the answer is always and forever yes. I love it. I love watching it happen. Or I should say making threes. He would always shoot threes, but making threes is the key here. Nick Clifford, 10, 8, 4, and 3, 5 of 13, but I think he's going to be a really interesting prospect for them moving forward. I know he's 23 or 24, so he's already an older rookie, but still, I like his energy. I like his tenacity. Malik Monk had 13, 3, and 5. Ultimately, didn't matter because they were just blown out of the water by the Suns. That was your daily basketball recap for today. extra late today. Isn't that exciting? Thank you for listening and watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.